What is the one-step marriage-based green card? That's what we're talking about on today's episode of Sumner School Family Immigration Basics. My name is Emily Sumner with Sumner Immigration Law. Let's talk about this. We're going to give a high-level overview of what the one-step marriage-based green card process looks like. As always, this is not legal advice. This is for informational and educational purposes only. This is not a do-it-yourself checklist of how to do things. It's a high-level overview. So, let's talk about who can file this. In general, a married couple can file the one-step marriage-based green card process. The U.S. citizen spouse has to be, like I said, a U.S. citizen in general. There's an exception for that. And the foreign national has to be in the United States, physically present in the United States. And they have to be either in valid status or they have to at least have entered the United States in valid status. If a foreign national entered the United States through without permission, without documentation, then there are other considerations that we have to take and keep in mind, and there's other processes to go through. So bottom line is, if you're going through this route, make sure that you're actually qualified. There's several requirements that you have to meet. In addition, keep in mind that this particular process is available for other types of family relationships, and we'll talk about those in subsequent videos down the road. Right now, we're focused on the marriage-based one-step green card. So the process in general is that the U.S. citizen spouse will file the I-130 petition saying, I'm a U.S. citizen, I want to sponsor my foreign national spouse for permanent residence in the United States. The foreign national spouse will file the I-485, which is the application for adjustment of status, meaning they're asking to adjust their status from whatever it is right now to the green card, or perhaps their status has expired. That's okay if you're married to a U.S. citizen in general. Again, there are exceptions. But you file that. You also can, the foreign national spouse can also submit an application for a work permit and a travel document. The U.S. citizen spouse has to submit the affidavit of support, and we'll have videos later on in the series about the fun world of affidavits of support. And our clients submit documentation of the relationship as well to show it's a true relationship and not just for the benefit of the green card. So we submit this package, when we file for our clients, we submit this package through FedEx to USCIS. The next step in the process is to receive receipt notices. As of right now, we're not able to file all of these forms online, so we submit them by FedEx to USCIS, and we should receive receipt notices within about 2 to 4 weeks after we submit the package, the application package. Keep in mind, all of these processing times and expected timelines are estimates, and they are subject to change for better or for worse. They also vary a lot depending on where in the United States you live and what your local office is, and a number of other factors. So keep in mind, these are just estimates and not at all guaranteed. You might have a different experience. So receipt notices generally within about 2 to 4 weeks after filing. The next step usually is that the work permit or employment authorization document is approved. When it's approved, it might be approved concurrently with the travel document. They have started separating that out, so it's usually not. But usually clients receive the work permit within about 6 to 9 months of filing. Again, subject to change. Your individual experience might be different. The next step in the process generally is the interview. So in the current administration, under the Trump administration, we are seeing that every marriage-based case is having a marriage-based interview with USCIS. So that's a joint interview where both the spouses go to USCIS to have an interview with an immigration officer. We can talk about what that looks like in a later video in more detail, but generally you'll be reviewing the application form. You will be asked questions about your relationship, perhaps about your immigration history, about each other, that type of thing. The purpose of that interview is to make sure that the foreign national is actually eligible for the green card and that it is a valid relationship. Usually, if you haven't already received the travel document, you may receive it before or potentially after the interview. You may not receive it at all because the green card is approved before it's actually approved. Usually after the interview, clients receive, or individuals receive, the approval and the green card usually within a few weeks. There are exceptions to that. If the immigration officer has additional questions, they may issue a request for evidence or even a notice of intent to deny. But generally, our clients receive the approval within a few weeks after the interview. When I say approval, I mean it is the approval for conditional residence if the couple has been married for less than 2 years, or permanent residence. So conditional residence is when you've been married for less than 2 years and the green card will be approved. The green card will be valid for 2 years. Within the 90-day window before the green card expires, you have to file a petition to remove the conditions. Permanent residence is when the couple has been married for more than 2 years. The green card will be valid for 10 years. So that's a very high-level overview of what the process looks like. It is not a straightforward process. It is not an easy process, and we are here to help if you need guidance, if you're looking for an attorney to help you walk through the process step by step. In general, the things that you want to be aware of for this particular process are to make sure that you're following every single step of the process correctly. We make sure that our clients are doing that, but if you're filing on your own, you have to make sure you're doing everything absolutely correctly, using the correct forms, correct form versions, filling them out completely and accurately, sending them to the right place, including the right fees, things like that. So make sure that you're following all of the steps correctly. That's something that we take care of for our clients, so they don't have to worry about that at all. In addition, if the foreign national spouse has things in their immigration history that could be questioned, and I would speak to an immigration lawyer, at least have a conversation, a consultation with an immigration lawyer before you file. You do not want to put yourself in a situation where you go through this process and then the application is denied, or even you're put into removal proceedings because you have something in your past that makes it more complicated. So again, an immigration lawyer, qualified immigration lawyer, can help you analyze that situation, your immigration history, and make sure that this is the best path for you and advise on what you might expect going forward. And then finally, if there are criminal issues, that's also a situation where you absolutely want to talk to an immigration lawyer to make sure you're not putting yourself into jeopardy, make sure that you know exactly how to address it, what to expect. Again, we help clients with this every day, all day. Even some of our clients have criminal history, some of them have issues in their past that make it a bit more complicated. Some just want the peace of mind, knowing that there is an empathetic, kind, detail-oriented, thorough professional who is advocating for them and helping them through the process step by step. So if you need help, we are here to help. You can contact us at our website, which is sumnerimmigration.com. You can call us 804-396-3412 or send an email at info@sumnerimmigration.com, and we are happy to help. Otherwise, I hope that if you have found this video helpful, you will share it with a friend or a colleague or family member. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, my name is Emily Sumner. With Sumner Immigration Law, we serve clients from around the United States and around the world with family-based and employment-based immigration cases. Until next time.